This is Coke versus Pepsi, Maroons versus Blues, David versus David. This is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution and the Subaru Impreza WRX STI. So we're going to test these on the racetrack, right? Wrong. That's because in the relatively short history of these famous rally cars for the road, they've never been more refined and more expensive. And that means we need to introduce a new third party to this comparison. This is the Audi S3. At $66,000, it's the type of premium sports hatch that the new Evo and STI are claiming as a legitimate rival. This Audi 2 is powered by a turbocharged four-cylinder engine that sends 188 kilowatts to all four wheels. Audi's all-wheel drive system, of course, is called Quattro, and that makes this comparison test even more relevant.
The Quattro system takes its name from the Audi Quattro that dominated world rallying in the early 80s, thanks to the first serious application of all-wheel drive in the sport. It's essentially the mechanical father to rally cars for the road, such as the Evo and STI. And in more contemporary times, Audi performance cars such as the RS4 and RS6 continue to impress with their refined all-wheel drive performance.
And the S3 is no exception. This Audi hot hatch delivers a superb ride handling balance. Bumps are absorbed relatively well, and the S3 steers through corners with composed enthusiasm.
The S3 is about half a second slower from 0 to 100 than both the Evo and STI, but it still offers plenty of fast real-world performance.
It has the smallest amount of torque of our trio, 330 Newton meters, but that punches all the way from 2,500 to 5,000 RPM. So the engine is smooth and flexible. The 6-speed manual is a delight to use, and there's even a purposeful engine note to this S3. Lovely.
The S3's cabin is also refined, but then that won't come as much of a shock because we all know that during the last decade, Audi has become the master of car interiors. It's the kind of quality benchmark that the Evo and STI need to match.
Oh dear, the STI's cabin is, well, third division compared to the Audi's Premier League. There are hard plastics galore. It's just not in keeping with a car that costs 65 grand. The WRX STI then is going to have to get the upper hand in performance over the S3.
There's a good start because the STI boasts impressive straight-line performance, while its up-rated 2.5-litre turbo engine also delivers the biggest power and biggest torque in this group, 221 kilowatts and 407 Newton meters.
There's no doubt that the STI's engine is more refined than ever, but there's still that raw mechanical experience that you get driving an STI, and a Subaru for that matter. That throbbing, flat four-cylinder engine sounds fantastic. It doesn't feel particularly special down low though, it's almost reluctant. But then you delve deeper into the rev range. 2,000 revs, not a lot happening. 2.5, not much happening. Now we're getting interesting. 3,000 revs, 3.5. And now we're about to hit the 4, where this engine just goes ballistic. 5,000, 6,000. This car is quick. And then there's the way that it goes around corners. Heading corners quickly, and the STI just turns in. You can carry amazing speed. You occasionally get a hint of understeer, but unlike other cars where you back off to tighten your line, you just bury the throttle in the STI. The four-wheel drive system gives you that little extra grip, fires you through the corner. Go on to the STI's long-time nemesis, the Evo. And they're both about on par for interior performance, because the Evo's cabin also lacks that wow factor over the regular model that it's based on. The driving position is also compromised by a steering wheel that's only adjustable for height. So the 10th generation Evo's performance is going to need to be good.
There's good news under the bonnet because the 10th generation Lancer Evolution features an all-new engine for the first time since the 1992 original. The 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder engine is not only lighter than before, but it also boasts more power and more torque.
And what a terrific engine it is. There's more torque down low than before, which means a more flexible mid-range. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've still got to work this 2-litre turbo engine really hard to extract maximum performance. But who cares?
Of course, the Evo's sophisticated all-wheel drive system means this is a car that's designed more for roads that are curved rather than straight.
The Evo loves corners. It's one of the quickest cars you can buy for going from point to point. With power shift changes and outrageous levels of grip, it's an almost PlayStation-like experience, but far more engaging.
The Evo, however, is a full-on experience. The ride pummels your backside, the steering can make your hands work overtime, and the road noise on poor surfaces will assault your eardrums.
Pick any of these three cars and you're guaranteed driving thrills. If you want some more hardcore track day action though, the Evo and the STI remain the most effective tools. But while the Evo and STI have undoubtedly grown up, there's still an inherent rawness to their interiors and their performance that just doesn't sit comfortably in the circa 70k performance bracket. It's the European rally car for the road, the Audi S3, that trumps them both as the refined all-rounder you expect for your money.